When you play Oblivion, what is the first thing you usually do? Is it the story mode? Is it faction quests? Do you just go around and do whatever you want, really? For me, it's always been I make a new character, I come out of the Imperial sewers, I see these ruins, and I think, what am I going to do with this character? Usually, the first thing I default to is the arena, believe it or not. Growing up, this was probably the first thing I saw on Oblivion because my buddy just brought the game over and showed me the arena. And it just captivated me as a, 10, maybe 11 tops year old. It was just a source of easy XP, good fun to get in on the fighting. Like it was nice and easy to just get in there, basically. That's what the arena is good for. Just like, oh yeah, you're a new player. Get in there and see what you like about it. This kind of does that. You get a variety of enemies, and it's downright just fun to play in here because you get to just try out whatever you want basically in here. And it's really short faction quests, so it's easy to just sit down and play, just have fun. But the other thing that I always do is I find the Dark Brotherhood and I go ahead and I run that. Now, there is a way to get into the Dark Brotherhood. There's just only one way, really. Find a random innocent NPC, as long as they're named, it helps too, and just destroy them. You can do this, like you see me here contemplating, actually thinking about, do I want to do this just the upfront and brute force way? Guards staring at me and everything. You can do this, and the Dark Brotherhood would not fucking care. All the Dark Brotherhood cares about is the fact that you're willing to do this, basically, just to kill some random person, and they don't care about, your morals about it, they just want you to do it. If you're smarter, you go to some random area on the map, find some random NPCs that you don't even know if they have quests attached to them or not, and just hope a fight breaks out and go ahead and take them out. You could do that, or you could stealth kill somebody. It just does not matter to the Dark Brotherhood. You take out the target, well, target, quote unquote, and then you'll get a little message where it's like, oh yeah, you seen that somebody saw this thing happen, basically. You go to bed, and then bam, this guy shows up. He does tell you about how, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you to go and kill this guy named Rufio, and you're gonna do it like this, he's over there, blah blah blah, right? Basically your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood. This guy sought you out personally so that he could recruit you for this shit, right? So, basically, you go and you take out Rufio, and honestly, it couldn't be any easier. The guy is probably half dead as is. So, after that, you go to bed again. Lucy and LeChance will show up and talk to you again, tell you where to go. It's in Hall, in an abandoned building. You gotta speak a certain phrase to the door to get in. Really is nice and covert, but it's not that hard to get into the Dark Brotherhood, clearly, because you can just randomly stumble upon it. So you go to Hall, and you have to lockpick your way into the door because you didn't get a key. You go into the basement, and you find this door, and it will ask you, what is the color of night? You have to answer Sanguine, my brother, and then bam, you're in probably the most badass little sanctuary in all of this fucking game, in my opinion. I love this place growing up, man. Like, everybody in here seems so cool, maybe except for the orc. And it seemed like everybody was really nice. Granted, this is a den of murderers, to be fair, but, like, they're all really nice-hearted except for, one or two of them, right? I mean, listen to Ochiva here.
You stand now in our sanctuary. May it serve as your new home, a place of comfort and security whenever the need arises. When you're ready for work, go and speak with Vicente Valtieri. He handles all assignments for new family members. But before you go, please accept this gift from your new family. A unique set of armor, lighter than normal leather and black as the void. But I've kept you long enough. Vicente is waiting. You'll find him in his quarters. Go now, my child, and may Sithis go with you.
Ochiva has the demeanor of a nice old lady, and I don't care what you say otherwise. But Vincent here, this is the guy you're going to get contracts from in the very beginning, right? He's a vampire, if you couldn't fucking tell, and he actually will let you have that gift at some point if you're cool with it. But he also tells you about the certain stipulation in contracts where you don't have to do them, but you get a little extra bonus if you do it. Tells you that you can even ask people in the sanctuary about the contracts, right? Now, they usually just give you like this one line about whatever, like, oh yeah, it's a pirate, I've killed one before, whatever. But I don't recommend you talk to the orc in the sanctuary at all.
So, your first contract. No chance for a bonus, huh? That's all right. You're better off. Who needs magic items when you've got raw skill? And the great thing about killing a target up close and personal is you can talk to him before you do it. You know, say something scary. For example, this one time I had a contract to kill a little Nord girl at her birthday party. She asked me if I was the jester. So I said to her, no, I'm a messenger of death. You should have seen the look on her face. Anyway, she won't be seeing age 6.
See what I'm saying? Jesus fucking Christ, that guy, man. Wouldn't want to be around him for very long. But you go on to the contract, right? Dude's a pirate. He has a sword. It's not really any more complicated than that. You can charge in past everybody and try to fight him, or you can sneak your way on board. This contract doesn't have that second stipulation, so you take him out, you loot him, you dip. It's as easy as that, right? The very essence of what you're going to be doing in the Dark Brotherhood is just this. You get a contract from this guy, or Ochiva, to be fair, and then you have to basically do the contract. If you do the secondary, they usually give you an enchanted item, or sometimes it's just like an item that gives you some extra bonuses to stats and bullshit. Honestly, not all of them are worth actually doing the secondary stipulation for them, but there is a few that are. They're very worth it in the end. You do this for a while until you come to the best mission in the whole faction.
Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend? Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Miss Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun.
So, once you're inside the mansion, right, you're locked in here with all these people. There are a few ways that you can do this, right? You can either just roll in, brute force it, say fuck it to stealth, and just take everybody out without any care in the world, right? Or you can more methodically take these guys out. You can sneak through there, catch them while they're sleeping, with their backs turned to the other guys, when they go upstairs. There's a lot of small things you can look out for. You can try to trap them in the basements and such. Like, there's a little bit of this and that. At the end of the day, though, sneak is so strong in this game that you don't have to get all crafty with it if you don't want to. You just throw invisibility on, or you have good sneak, and you just take them all out one by one. It's not really that bad. Nice and simple. I mean, sometimes you have to get a little creative, right? But it's nothing that you can't handle, and if you do get caught, just reload the damn thing. I mean, we have plenty of saves going around in this game. It's really interesting to do all this, right? And you'd think, oh yeah, I must get a good reward, right? Nah. So what you get for doing all that, even if it wasn't a hassle, is just permanent stat buffs. It may be my favorite mission, but I realize the extra stipulation reward is hardly worth it at all, really. I mean, if you think it is, you can see it, but early game may be the best time to get that. That's what I was saying. You don't want to do this past like 20, obviously, but you eventually will, do enough of these jobs for them that you'll get a letter from Lucy and LeChance again. And the thing about that is when you get a letter from that guy, it never seems like a good thing. But everybody here talks about how you gotta follow it to a T, basically. So you get the letter, you read the thing, he tells you to meet him in a place, and at this point, you are moving up in the world. This faction's starting to recognize your strength and loyalty, all this noise. But there's a little bit of some hoopla going on. And eventually you will find out what it is, but I'm not going to spoil it. But let's put it this way. This guy is going to be giving you orders directly, or he's going to leave you dead drops to tell you what to do and when to do it, where to go for the next dead drop, and so on. You won't be going to the sanctuary again until a little later, and you won't have to worry about anything really. I mean, this guy, he's got you covered. All you gotta do is just follow his orders right to a T, and he'll be chill about it. And everybody will be chill about it, because that matters. This guy is but one member of the Black Hand, and we've heard that name get thrown around a few times by now, but you don't understand, their strength, their power, until a little later, of course. Once you're done with his first mission, it had to do with some kind of ritual where nothing bad happened at all. You will get a horse, and the dead drop thing will start happening, right? So you won't be talking to him face to face for a while. Now, Shadowmere here, she's beautiful, but in the OG, I swear she was like bright purple. So, I don't know. It's a little conflicting, but I like, the all black with the red eyes as well. Here's the first dead drop, though. Gives you kind of a taste of what I was talking about. He just has a note in there and he tells you to go, punch a wizard in the back of the head or some bullshit. And, it couldn't be easier because it's a wizard, some nerd that studies books or whatever. I don't know, it's some nerd shit, right? But he's the target, so who cares? After that, it's just like that. Like he told you, go get the other fucking dead drop, get your money, and dip. You do this for a while until you catch the attention of, the people that are running the faction, the Black Hand itself. Now, it's only like, what, four people? But you are actually going to be made the fifth person among them, right? And they give you those badass robes you see him wearing. And also, you actually will be able to talk to the Night Mother thanks to these guys, right? Which is pretty cool. Because, the Night Mother in, like, Skyrim, for example, is just like a corpse you talk to. So it was cool to actually meet her in this game. Here's that robe I was talking about. It looks a lot better in the rain. I mean, look at this shit. Come on, you fucking kidding me? That shit look badass as fuck, man. That shit stay on during sex. Anyways, though, after you talk to the Night Mother, she tells you how you're the listener and all that bullshit, right? You are now no longer going to be doing any assassinations or any contracts or anything like that. You have moved into leech position. You go and you talk to the Night Mother, and then you bring Arquin here the like notes or whatever, the whatever bullshit she basically said, right? You bring that shit to her, and she does all the work for you. You get 200 gold every single time you do this. Now, I don't know if you do it enough times, you get more, because I tried that, and never got more. Gonna be real with you. Tried it like I want to say about up to 10 times, right? And I only saw one other recruit in here, and that was it. It was her, this one other guy in here, and it was only 200 gold every single time. You could do it once a week in game. Doesn't seem that worth it, right? So if you ended up here, you would end up thinking, well, what the fuck do I do now? You can sit here and do that shit if you want. It's cool, but eventually you'll probably just, you know, move on. You'll go and do something else, and you'll forget about dealing with the Night Mother and the whole like, oh yeah, Only on mid-dusk can you come and talk to me. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, that's where Skyrim did the Dark Brotherhood slightly better, where you are still doing contracts if you want to. You don't have to. I do suppose it is fair that in this game, as a listener, you don't do the groundwork anymore. You've done everything up to that point. You now are just management, basically. Which, if you're into the whole role playing as, the faction leader, then yeah, that would make some sense, I guess, for that to happen. But I liked the extra contracts personally.